Hi darlings, it's Azumi and I'm here to talk to you about Patreon. I'm sure a lot of you have already heard about Patreon, whether you've seen me advertising mine or you support some other creators on there, but I kind of wanted to give you the rundown of what the site is, what I do on the site, and how you guys can support me on it. First off, what is Patreon? Patreon is a monthly subscription service. If you're familiar with something like Loot Crate, it's very similar to that, except instead of giving Loot Crate your money and then getting stuff from Loot Crate, you give me your money, and then you get stuff from me. You can get all kinds of stuff like digital and physical rewards. They all have my face on them, and it's really cool. Basically how Patreon works is they have a bunch of different tiers, and you can choose which tier you want based on which rewards you want. And whichever tier you get, I can send you the rewards for that tier. Then your money goes directly to me, and I use it to make more costumes. So why am I on Patreon? Well, there's a couple of reasons. First off, Patreon as a site is super easy to use for both me and you. It's really easy to make an account, decide which tier you want, and sign up to support me. And then from there, since I have all of your information in one place, it's really easy for me to get the rewards out to you. The other reason that I'm on Patreon is because I love making costumes, I love cosplaying. I've loved cosplaying ever since I was in middle school, and I really want to keep doing it. Patreon basically allows me to focus more on cosplay. The more money I'm making on Patreon, the more time I can devote to making costumes and putting out new content for you guys. Ideally, I would really love to get to the point where I can do cosplay as a full-time job, and potentially Patreon would allow me to do that. If I could make enough money from it, then I can just solely focus on making the costumes and doing the photo shoots and sending you guys all this stuff. Really, I just never want to grow up, and I want to be a nerd forever. So if I could ever do that, that would be absolutely amazing. So now we get to the million-dollar question. Well, what's in it for me? I have all kinds of rewards on Patreon, both digital and physical, and hopefully there's a little something for everybody. Some of the digital rewards include access to the Patreon feed, where I have behind the scenes of the cosplays I'm making, early access to some of my cosplay photos. You can also get early access to my boudoir sets, where I do my cosplay boudoir. You can also get access to my private Snapchat, where I do selfies and videos for all of my behind the scenes for my boudoir stuff. After that, if you're looking for something a little bit more physical, I've got physical, like little postcard sized prints. If you're looking for something a little bit bigger, you can also get some pretty cool prints. I send them to you monthly. I sign them, I can do little lipstick kisses, stuff like that. I also do Polaroids. Everybody loves Polaroids. Polaroids are a really big thing for cosplay Patreons, so of course I have to do them as well. They're for whatever cosplay shoot I'm doing that month. These ones are from my Pinello Virgin Killer set, and so you can get that kind of stuff too. I am so excited to be doing more and more stuff on Patreon. I've been on the site for over a year now, and every single month it just gets better and better. You guys, the fans, are absolutely amazing for allowing me to keep doing all of this crazy stuff, and I really appreciate it. If Patreon sounds like something that's for you, please check it out. Go look at all of the tiers, all the different rewards, see if there's stuff that's, you know, really interesting to you. And if not, don't worry about it. I totally understand. I'll still be putting out all kinds of content on, you know, regular social media available to the public. It would also be really helpful if you could spread the word about my Patreon. Share this video, share it to all of your friends, be like, hey, there's this weird girl on the internet who just wants to dress up for the rest of her life. Maybe you should support her. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Look at this boy. This is my #1 supporter.